Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, thanks for joining. My name is Simmermisty, and welcome to Him for Dawn Bagley. Today I am bringing you episode 10 of our single Mom Life episode, so without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in with our Aldridge family and see what they're up to today. As we know, our boys have recently aged up, so it's time for us to go ahead and get them ready to go into school. What are the steps for that? Well, lots of health visits, lots of immunizations, and hopefully Cody can keep it together. Only time's gonna tell with that one. Let's jump in. Let's go ahead and start today's episode off with the Ravens call for the day. And today's Ravens call comes from Fafani4. And yeah, you're absolutely right. I totally got frantic over that because honestly, brothers aren't supposed to act like that. And so I'm really hoping that they do hold it together for the rest of this series, because if they don't, odds are I'm going to act like that again. So thanks so much for your comment, and I hope that you enjoy the episode. Okay, so we are jumping right in with the Aldridge family, and our boys are, as I said, aged up into children, and we do know that they did get accepted into the prestigious school. That being said, I just do have to go ahead and get them enrolled, and I'm not exactly sure what I did wrong here, but I originally accidentally somehow enrolled them in regular school, and so then I tried to go back and enroll them in private school, and it was this big mess. But then I kept getting exception errors, and turns out that whatever the prestigious school was that I was trying to make work in the game, it doesn't actually work. So it's broken or not updated, or anyway, I had to remove it. I can't use it. So throughout this episode, the boys do end up getting enrolled in just regular school, and I'm using the education mod by Kawaii Stacy. But that all being said, as you can see, it is the middle of the night. Cherish is just out here, and she is doing a little bit of gardening. Cody is constantly tense when he's not at work. I know we had discussed possibly letting him go ahead and quit his job and take up doing photography, but he's not happy when he's not at work. And so I've decided against that, because I think that if we let him quit his job and he was at home, even if he was doing photography all the time, I think he would be miserable, because he is away from home more than he is home. And I know that originally he had told Cherish, like, hey, you can come here, I'll help with the boys, blah, 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 blah. But he's a workaholic, and he's not much help with the boys. I mean, he was when they were toddlers, and he wanted to spend time with them and whatever. But as they've grown older, he doesn't want to be around. He wants to be at work. And Cherish finds herself more and more frequently having to take care of the boys herself. And so, you know, it's hard being a single mom, and she's trying to make sure that they're learning, you know, morals, and she's trying to write her books. She's taking care of a farm. Now her dad's gotten these boys a puppy, so that's one more responsibility that, you know, to be completely honest, is going to fall on her, because let's be real, they're young children, and the likelihood that they're going to be responsible enough to remember to take them out, take the dog out to use the bathroom and feed the dog and make sure the dog is completely cared for, the odds that that's going to happen frequently is slim. Let's just be real. It's not going to happen. Cherish is going to be the one taking care of it. So she has a lot now on her plate, and the help that Cody kept saying he was going to help with, it just seems that he keeps adding more to her plate, more so than really helping her. And I think that Cherish, while she's grateful to have her dad around, I think the more she looks around, she's just like, this isn't help. And she's starting to get a little bit frustrated. She's starting to get a little bit tense. She's starting to be like, maybe I should have just stayed on my own. You know, I know that his intentions were good. And, you know, Cody is a very loving dad. And, you know, his intentions are always good. But, you know, the saying, all intentions or good intentions, you know, sometimes are the pathways to, what is that saying? How does it go? Damn, I can't even remember. All good intentions are the pathways to hell or some shit. I don't remember. Anyhow, you get what I'm saying, right? See this exception alert? That's the school thing. And it's going to happen throughout this episode because every time I try to get them to do their homework, it's like they're in private school that doesn't exist and you can't know. So, anyhow, turns out they're not, I don't know what school they're in, and this game doesn't know what school they're in, and it's just a big mess. So hopefully by the next episode, I will have this all fixed and all figured out, and they'll be enrolled in whatever it is they need to be enrolled in. But for this episode, we are actually going to be going and getting all of their things done that need to be done. They're going to have well visits to make sure that they're healthy. They're going to have dental visits to make sure that their teeth are good. They're going to have optometrist visits to make sure their eyesight's good. They are going to have all of these visits done because, as you well know, when you have children, you have to take them for their well visits. You have to take them to have all of these things done. And more importantly, they all have to be vaccinated before they can start grade school. So all of those things do have to be done before these boys can actually be enrolled and get into school. So that's what is on our agenda for this episode, is making sure that our boys go and have all of their healthcare needs met. So we will definitely be doing that today. And to be completely honest, Cherish will be doing the same. And Cody needs to do that as well. But you're going to see he's gone as usual. And he's at work. And he's going to come home. And then he's going to leave. And then he's going to come home. And then he's going to leave. And then he's going to come home. And then he's going to leave. And every single time he's home, he's going to be pissed. And it's just crazy. And Cherish is, you know, she's focused and she's trying to stay happy and she's trying to stay, you know, positive. But she's frustrated because the house is a wreck. The boys are everywhere. There's a dog that's peeing and pooping everywhere. He's crying and he's carrying on. He's doing all of these things. And she's by herself taking care of a farm, twin boys, and a puppy with no help. When her dad said, oh, you know what? I'll buy this land. It'll be great. We'll be together. I'll totally help you out. And he's nowhere to be found. And she's frustrated because she's like, you know, I had a small little quaint house that I could have probably handled on my own. But now I have this giant house and this farm that's huge, and it's a lot of work. And, you know, the bigger it gets, the more there's to clean. The bigger the farm, the more there is to care for. The more chicken coops, the more animals there is to feed and care for. Like, you tripled the things that I needed to do. And now you're not around. So she's super, super frustrated. So as you can see, everybody is off. You are going to notice that the boys did have pretty decent dental checks, as well as Cherish. He has come home, and he is, you know, thankfully he has come home, Cody, and he's like, oh, the house is a mess. So now he's mad because he worked all day long, and he came home to a puddle in the floor. Well, you know, that happens. People bathe and water gets on the floor and whatever, but he's mad about it. And so he cleans up a mess, and then he goes straight to bed. Then he gets up from his nap and he goes back to work. And it's like, what? So there's a lot of tension in this house, and it's not necessarily a good tension, if you know what I mean. So they're all back from their visits. Everyone's got a good dental checkup. The boys have a little bit of sensitivity to their teeth, so they do have to use a sensitive toothpaste, which we have purchased for them. And other than that, everybody's doing really, really well. And then they do need to go, you know, they went and had their well visit. They all got their immunizations, so they're good with that. So everybody is doing really, really decent. And yeah, I think overall, we're doing pretty good. We really are. aside from the fact that, like I said, she's frustrated. Not only is she frustrated at Cody and that she's, whatever, but she's frustrated that, like, clearly she's frustrated right now that she's single. So she's like, I just want to meet somebody. Like, I'm lonely. I'm stuck out here in the middle of nowhere with a dog, a dad, and 2 boys. And I just, it would be nice to meet someone my age, even if it's just to be friends, and maybe the friendship sparks up something normal and romantic, and I can, like, go out on a date, we can flirt and whatever. Like, I think she thought that Nvedia girl was gonna maybe come to something, but it never did. And I really think Cherish is hoping that she's gonna find something that's going to turn into something great. And let's be real, Cherish is a bit of a dreamer. Like, she's an author. She wants love. She wants that happily ever after. She wants it. She wants someone to love. She wants someone to love her. She wants a wife. She wants a family. She would love nothing more than to have more kids one day. And does she see herself living here with her dad forever? No, probably not. But she wants that. And especially being way out here in Hemford on Bagley, like, how is she going to meet somebody like that? Well, love to meet. That's how. So she is definitely scrolling through the options that are around, and she is going to, swipe left, swipe right, and maybe she can find herself a match and see if anything comes of it. So I am just going ahead and getting everyone ready for bed here, and in the morning we will have our optometrist visits so that we can see how our twins' eyes are doing, so that we'll know if anybody has any vision problems, because that is very, very important, especially for when they are heading into school. We want to make sure that they have decent vision, especially considering they're going to need that for, taking notes in class and things of that nature. So currently right now, as you can see, I have somehow figured out how they're able to do their homework, and that's what they're currently working on. They're just sitting at their desk in their little room there, and they are working on their homework and chatting up a little bit, and yeah, they seem to be having a pretty decent time. I think their bedroom turned out really, really cute. It's got little touches of, their own little personality in each side of the room, and I really, really like how it turned out. And I have no idea where that bloody dog went, or if anyone's even taking care of it. So there's that. And it does look like she did kind of meet a match here on Love to Meet. So I'm just going to have her, when she gets up, go ahead and shoot a text out and see if maybe they can have a little bit of a chat, and maybe, kind of get some feelers out on if they can kind of get along, or if there might be a little bit of romance there, and just see how that goes. I mean, it is kind of early, so I don't want to do too much, so we'll just shoot a few texts out. Overall, she seems pretty confident about it. Like, quite a bit. And she's a really cute girl, too. Her name's Alice. Okay, so the boys are up. Well, I lied. Bentley's up. He's having a little bit of breakfast. And Cherish is up. She's just doing a little bit of laundry this morning. And then they are going to all get ready for their optometrist appointments. And as we can see, Cody also is up. But I have a sneaking suspicion that he's probably going to head himself off to work, as he so usually does. And Cherish this morning, for whatever reason, is feeling extremely playful. I think it might just have something to do with the fact that she was up so early this morning sending text with that Alice girl that she had met on Love to Meet. And I think it just really had her feeling playful. Bentley has decided he's going to come on outside, and he is just going to help his mom with a little bit of the chores with the farm. So he is going to go ahead and clean the coops and collect the eggs and scatter some of the feed, just because he does want to be a little bit helpful. He knows that, he's been watching, and he sees that she's got her hands full, which let me just go ahead and tell you right now, it's quite shocking that Bentley's the one that's going to be doing this because, as we know, he's the one that aged up with that lazy trait. So I don't know about you guys, but I don't I don't know. I don't know if who's actually going to finish this task or if he's going to get tired and kind of walk away from it. But Cherish, what in the bloody hell are you doing? Okay, you can just clean that up right now. This is ridiculous. Now she's tense. Now she's like, oh, it's a mess. Yeah. So see, he was sitting down to write, and now he's tense, and he's going to work. He was only awake for not even an hour, and he's leaving. Okay, how about you actually just go for a jog, Cody? I think that would be a better use of your time. Instead of you know, heading off to work, just go for a jog and see if that'll make you happy. Cherish is irritated. There's poop everywhere from the puppy. There's trash from the chicken coop. So she's tense because Cody went for a run. So I can't even get her to write. Brantley's finally up. And Bentley was outside helping with the chores. I'm not quite certain what he's doing now. But I'm going to have... What are you doing? He's just standing there staring at the sink. Okay, well. Oh, he's helping with the laundry. Okay, well, all I can say is that her boys, as they aged up, they did get a little bit responsible in the sense of trying to be helpful to their mom. So that's good. It is. Anyway, Cody's out here and he is getting a little bit of jogging in. And as you're going to notice, his outfit's clipping. Please just overlook that. It's because he's put a little bit of weight on because all he does is sit at a desk all the time. So, and eat. That's fine. He's jogging now. He used to do nothing but jog, jog, jog. And now he never does anything but work, work, work. So, he's still so tense. Like, jogging is not helping him whatsoever. All he wants to do is work. He's going to go back to the house, and then I think he's going to end up going straight to work. So, basically, he wants to know if he can give away a gift that someone gave him. And she's like, no, you can't. Quit being an ungrateful little shit. In so many words. Well, why are you just standing there staring at your picture? Are you being vain or what? She's like, no, I'm being energized and confident because I had a hot, steamy text with a hottie this morning. Okay, Cherish, calm down. Did you see that? He went for a jog, came home, left. Didn't say nothing to his daughter, didn't say nothing to his grandsons. She's like, are you freaking kidding me? Yeah, Cody, your daughter is going to kill you. She's going to kill him. Surely she's going to kill him. All right, everybody's off to the optometrist. We got to check out these eyes. So I'll check back with you guys when they return. Okay, so I just got a message basically saying that Brantley did not do so great at his eye exam and he now needs glasses. So we are hopping into Cass because we have to give the child glasses, which is fine. It's fine. But Brantley needs glasses to see. So let's go ahead, hop in, Cass, and give Brantley some glasses. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to give him some glasses really quick.
But all the fun times we had, I'll never forget. We will always share a bond, no matter what. 'cause you have a piece of my heart, and I know that we're not perfect.
So Brantley doesn't seem to mind at all that he is now a glasses wearing little lad. He is grooving and having a good old time. Everybody's health visits went great. Their immunizations went great. Their dental visits went great, aside from the fact that they need sensitive teeth cleaning toothpaste, and that went for everyone. The only one that didn't get all of their visits was Cody, because he's difficult and won't leave work. And Bentley's eyes are fine. And yeah, everybody's good. So that all being said, I do think I'm going to go ahead and leave this episode here. In our next episode, the boys will be going ahead and starting school. It should be their first day of attendance actually for school. And hopefully Cody will get his shit together and help out Cherish, because if not, I do see that there may be some trouble in paradise in the house of the Aldridges, because I don't think she's going to stand for the fact that he's not helping. What are you doing, Bentley? Okay. He was, I guess, just really desperately needing a nap. All right, then. Okay. Well, chores just really take it out of a person, you know? Anyhow, go ahead and let me know what you thought of this episode, and what do you think of Brantley's new look, and the fact that Cherish is definitely living that single mom life. What do you think of the fact that she is looking to date? Do you guys think that it's time? Do you think enough time has passed since her and Miko splitting? Because I personally think that definitely enough time has gone by. I don't want her to be single for forever, and I do think it's time that she finds somebody to be with. And I think that, you know, especially considering she's doing everything alone because of how Cody's behaving, I think it only makes sense that she would want that. She would definitely want someone that wants to be her partner and wants to help, and it's not the same as living with your dad. It just isn't. So yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you are notified when another episode goes live. And until then, I will fly for now. Bye, y'all.